Alright guys, welcome back to the next episode of Professor Layton and the Curious Village. In the last episode, we made our way to the tower, unlocked the hidden passage, and fell into Bruno's factory. Or Bruno's, whatever you call it. How in the hell are you here? You are no one? What are you doing here? Oh my god. Never mind. Anyway, so Bruno gave us the task to ascend the tower, and we solved some puzzles. I'm also going to try to find some more hidden coins before we speak to this guy, because how is he here? He was in the sewers first. There's no secret entrance to the tower that we don't, because we got the secret entrance. There's only one secret entrance to the damn tower. Fine. Ah, konnichiwa, amigos. I'm so glad to see other people. I thought I'd be wandering this place forever. Hey, how did you get in here? There's no way you stole off those puzzles. Je ne sais pas. It just happened. Un momento. I'm wandering the sewers, and the next thing I know, I'm here. I take it that this isn't the local hotspot my guidebook promised it would be. I'm curious. So where is it you would like to go? If you go down these stairs, you can return to the village. Just make sure you don't fall into the large hole by the entrance. Ah, GG. That should be enough information to get me there. But may I ask one more favor? All this talk of stairs have reminded me of a Nazo I know. Answer it for me, por favor. Puzzle 96, on the stairs. Jim, Mike, Steve, and Tom are standing on the stairs. You know the following about them. Jim and Tom are not next to each other. Steve and Mike are one step apart. Tom is on a higher step than Steve. So which of A, B, C, and D is Jim? Alright. So Jim and Tom are not next to each other, so they have to at least have one gap between them. Steve and Mike are one step apart. Alright, and Tom is on a higher step than Steve. Okay. So if we assume that this first guy is Tom, this guy is Steve, that would make this guy Mike, and this guy Jim. So Jim and Tom are not next to each other. Steve and Mike are one step apart. That seems to fit the bill. And Tom is here. Where's Tom here? Tom was here, wasn't it? Tom is on a higher step than Steve. Tom, Steve. Tom, Steve. Mike Green. So Jim is C. Then that works.
There we go.
What? Oh my god.
How embarrassing.
Yo, I dropped a lot of pick rats for that. Jim and Tom are not next to each other. Tom is on a higher step than Steve. Okay, what if Tom is this guy and Steve is this guy? Oh, I'm doing it in order, aren't I? I knew I should have thought about that. Tom is on a high... So if this guy is Tom, this guy is Steve, this guy's Mike, and this guy's Jim.
There we go.
What the f...
Oh, how embarrassing.
What's wrong with my solution? It fits all the clues. Oh my god. Jim is the stairs, there you go. Pinnock. Jim and Tom are not next to each other. Can I draw? Can't draw, can I? Tom is on... Okay, Steve and Mike have to be, like, A and C or B and D. So if Steve and Mike are A and C... Okay, Mike is A, Steve is C. And Tom is B. And Jim is D. I swear there are so many solutions to this.
There we go. Another puzzle solved.
Jim is D. Steve and Mike are next to each other. Are next to each other. You said then are not next to each other? Was I reading that entire puzzle wrong? I'm so confused. I'm so tired. Fuck, you know. Alright, and Tom is above Steve. Since you know Jim is not next to Tom, he must be on the lowest step, so he is D. A is Tom. Steve and Mike are B and C. Oh, they're next. Why the hell was I reading not next to each other? Why was I reading not next to each other? My mind imagined the word not. It literally, I was looking at it and I read the word not. And it was not there. I'm going crazy. I'm actually going crazy. Grazie. Now I'm ready to go back to the village.
What a strange fellow. Professor, do you suppose that man is human?
I believe so. He's an odd one though, isn't he? I've never seen an explorer with such a poor sense of direction. Stranger still, it's how he entered and St. Mystere. I don't even think he knows how he did it. Perhaps his presence yesterday was another reason why Bruno felt compelled to hide the crank. Okay, so we have another human in the village. Interesting. I'm pretty sure we got all the coins we need. Yep, that's fine. The stairs we go. Here's our next place. Oh, you found something missile. Yep, there's a coin down there. There's another barred gate. I'm not going to go to it just yet. I feel like I'm missing a puzzle back in the village because there's that one scrap painting left and I just haven't solved it. Oh well, guess we solved the next one. It seems that we're faced with another puzzle lock, Luke.
Oh, I meant to ask you, but our running with the explorer distracted me. How did Simon, you know?
All in good time, my boy. First, we need to solve this puzzle here. It looks to be quite the challenge. Maiden's escape. This maiden has been captured by a wicked wizard and is trying to escape his castle. Armed guards, however, are blocking her path. Slide the blocks out of the way to move the red one out of the exit to the right. Her freedom depends on you. Can you do it? So we want the red block to go out. Okay, what if we do something such as this? And I'm stuck.
6.5 hours later.
God damn it.
Few inches later.
Fuck's sake. Gotcha.
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
I just can't mess that one up. Just takes ages. Classic example of a slide puzzle. There we are. The door should open now.
In magic as always, Professor. Now about Simon. What exactly happened at the manor? Did Don Paolo really do away with Simon?
I'd say so. This is just my theory, mind you, but I think Don Paolo followed us into the manor. That's when he met Simon. Or came across him, as the case may be. I suspect Simon had already collapsed when Don Paolo found his body sprawled on the floor. That's me. Just like with Simon.
Just like with Ramon. So maybe Simon let us stop functioning properly, eh? I guess all the robots break down sooner or later, and when they do, Bruno comes to collect them. Then he fixes them here in the cellar of the tower. Oh, do you suppose the noises from the tower are actually the sound of Bruno's machines working?
I think you're spot on, Luke. That must be why people began to associate the disappearances with the roaring from the tower. Don't forget that despite his peculiar appearance, Don Paolo is a scientific genius. Therefore, he probably realised why Simon had stopped moving. If it weren't for the golden apple, Don Paolo likely would have left St. Mystere right then. I'm sure he was eager to take the robot apart and learn how it worked.
And that must be when he decided to disguise himself as Inspector Chelmy, right? That rat made up the whole murder story on the spot.
But that's not the whole mystery. Come, Luke, we must keep moving. I'll explain the rest as we go. Alright, so we've done that puzzle. There should be another one ticked off. Yep. 2 ticks off. Alright, moving on. We go up the tower. We're on the Ascendancy. How in the hell are you here, old woman? Nah, I'm not having this. The Explorer is one thing, but you were playing cards outside the tower. There's no way you beat us up here. Got some shenanigans going on. Shenanigans and a half.
Fresh meeting you here, dearie. How'd you like to try a little puzzle I made up? How on earth did she get up here?
She must have overtaken us at some point. Funny, I didn't even see the old girl pass us.
Yum yum yum. Quit whispering amongst yourselves and try my puzzle already. It's a humdinger.
This is bullshit. How did she pass us? Card order. You place 1 joker and 4 aces with different suits face down on a table. Use the hints below to determine the position for each card. The club is to the immediate right of the heart. Neither the diamond nor the joker is next to the spade. Neither the joker nor the diamond is next to the club. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart. Okay. So going along these bases. Alright, if we say the club is in the middle to the immediate right of the heart, let's see what we can do with this arrangement. Neither the diamond nor the joker is next to the spade. So no idea where the spade is. So if we put the spade over here, actually, that would work, wouldn't it? Neither the joker nor the diamond is next to the club. Ooh. That would mean it would shift like that, I suppose. Something like that. Neither the joker nor the diamond is next to the club. That works out. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart. Seems to work. So the club is to the immediate right of the heart. Neither the diamond nor the joker is next to the spade. That works. Neither the joker nor the diamond is next to the club. That works. Neither the diamond nor the spade is next to the heart. Yep, works for me.
That should do it. Another puzzle solved.
Nice. Only a strong grasp of the principles of logic can get through a puzzle like this. This is easy.
Yeah. Oh yes, that's the answer, all right. Well then, I guess I'll be off. Come visit me sometime. Yum yum yum. I guess she followed us in here.
How did she overtake you? That's impossible. The decrepit old lady couldn't do anything. I guess we move on. Okay, we're on the outside of the tower. It's like Riddler set this all up. Literally, a Riddler set it up. Not the Riddler. Not like the Batman Riddler. You know, someone of equal conniving mindset. Definitely not Dana Paul or whatever his flipping name is, that actor. I hate that actor. I'm like punching his face in every time I see him. You know what I mean? You get some people that you just feel like punching in the face. And I'm not talking about like, oh, this is like a personal thing. I'm talking like a universally punchable face. If there is such a thing.
Just like I thought, there's another puzzle locking this door. It looks really difficult, Professor.
Look, my boy, haven't you learned by now? No puzzle is without an answer. Now, we simply need to find that answer. Try your best. Puzzle 99, 33333. Use each of the numbers 1 to 9 exactly once to fill in the blanks and complete this equation. Ooh. So, it says all zeros minus, unless it means blank. Okay. So, we need 3s. So if we use regular logic, these would make 3s, but then we're stuck when it comes to this region. So it needs to be in the 30,000s, doesn't it? So what if we did 32,000? No, that wouldn't work, would it? 12 minus 1 wouldn't work. And the top number needs to be bigger than the bottom number, obviously. So, yeah. What could it be? What to do? Obviously, that's the obvious place to go with these digits, but if it's not going to be that, I'm going to assume that we're like 10,000 above. Since the bottom number can't go above 10,000, let's stick the 4 there and see what we can do. So actually, put the 4 there. So we've got 40,000, but we're going to drop down because we're going to minus a big number. So what if we put 41,000? No, actually, because we want to get to 33,000, we want about, like, say 7,000. So 40,000 minus 7,000 gives us 33,000. Right? Then, we'd want to go above that, wouldn't we? We'd want an extra 3,333. Sorry, what am I talking about? So we've got 40,000, and we minus 7,000, and we've got 33,000. So actually, I need the 333. Is there a way for me to do that? Oh, but the problem is I've got the minimum I can have is 41,000. So actually, I need to put the 8 there, wouldn't I? 41,000 minus 8,000 gives us 33,000. Now I just need 3333. So what if I put the 9 there? 9 minus 6. But then the other 3s don't make sense, do they? Plus 2. Actually, 5 minus 2 is 3. That's something. 7 minus 3 is 4. I mean, I could get a calculator out and start spamming loads of additions and see what happens, but I want to try and think about this logically. Okay. Let's stick with this idea. Well, 41,000 won't work, will it? So what if I did 42,000 minus 9? Yeah, that would work, wouldn't it? 42,000 minus 9,000. That gives us 33,000. Now we use these numbers. So, yeah, only problem is that, isn't it? 8 minus 5. 6 minus 3. Then the 1 and the 7 don't work out, do they? What if there's some borrowing going on? A difference of 333. I feel like having a calculator on hand would be helpful. Gotta grab one actually, just to speed things up. Okay, I've got a possible solution here. 41,286 minus 7,593.
Luke, here's my answer.
What?
Frankly, I'm ashamed.
What the hell? Did I not type it in correctly? 41286 minus, oh for fuck's sake, 7953.
There we go. Another puzzle solved.
There are 2 configurations. Did you manage to work out both? No, I cannot be asked.
Creativity and persistence, Luke.
As long as you have these, no puzzle is beyond you.
Professor, I was just thinking. You remember that picture we found in Lady Dahlia's room?
The one of the Baron's former wife, Viola, holding a child who appears to be the young Flora. Of course.
That's the one. It's uncanny how much Lady Viola looked like Lady Dahlia. I suppose Baron Reinhold's diary entries were talking about Lady Dahlia.
Sharp thinking, my boy. I believe it went something like this. The craftsmanship of it is simply remarkable. It reminds me of my sweet Viola while she was alive.
That's the one that tipped me off. Professor, do you suppose Lady Dahlia was actually a robot built to resemble Lady Viola?
That's entirely possible, maybe even probable given the circumstances. But if so, what a terribly sad story these entries tell. Remember what the next entry said. Flora doesn't like the thing at all. I've seen her run away from it on multiple occasions. Recently she spends more time playing by dear Viola's grave than anywhere else. I'm sad to say, but I doubt Flora will ever take to it. I can't blame her, as I've changed its personality. I felt terrible forcing that change on Flora, but I just couldn't bear to see it like that anymore. Viola, I can never be another you. You were my first, my last, and my only. Baron agreed to the construction of a robot for Flora that was identical to his late wife. But living with a machine that was so similar to his wife must have been too much for him. It was just like that Black Mirror episode. You know the one. Thus he decided to change the robot's personality, and so Lady Dahlia was created. As she was originally created as a mother figure, she must have gone through a confusing transition.
Professor, do you suppose these robots feel sadness?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. But I have a feeling that each of these robots has something not unlike a human heart. What do you think?
I hope that they do.
No, I hope they don't, because that's some spooky ass shit. Alright, we're nearly done. How many more mysteries must we solve? What lies beyond the door? Oh, okay, we got some, I actually thought it was the final door. Oh, there's another section to the tower. Let's keep going. We must ascend. Ascend, I say. Actually, what time are we at? No, you know what? I think that 3D3 puzzle stopped me for a bit too long. I'm actually quite tired. I'm going to end the episode right here. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next episode. Take care.